Sorry about that. I accidentally hit the fucking, I hit the stop button trying to clear the lens because you couldn't see. The lens fucking was foggy. I couldn't see fucking Claw. He's weird, man. I put it down there. He wouldn't eat it because of Mentora. So I fucking grabbed it. I put it over there for him. And then he wouldn't eat it until I had to just sit there for a minute and wait for him, to sit and start eating next to me. Once he started eating, I walked away. Which, he's slowly getting used to Mentora. He's not swatting at her or anything like he was. He's not growling at her. I want her to be out there, she's grounding herself out, It's 4 a.m, man. That's how I live, man. It's funny, dude. It's funny how people are. It blows my mind, like, how much Jesus has changed my life, But I also have that background as well, I love being outside. It's 4 a.m, you see. I got my door wide open. I'm feeding the cats out in the neighborhood, It's everybody else, like, they're all sleeping. Every single person. Ain't nobody up. You see? Nobody's up doing anything, And these people, they're sleeping 8 hours a day. And then they feel like shit all day. And they don't know why. It's because of their patterns. It's because of their sleeping habits. You can't sleep 8 hours a day. Your body was never meant to do that. The only reason why that even started, the whole 8-hour sleep day thing started, was because of Henry Ford. Because of the 40-hour work week. Just like families, you're supposed to be all sleeping in the same bed together. Seriously, you see when cats are born, right? Think about it. When cats are born, right, a litter is born. Where does mom stay with all the kids? Where does dad? They all stay together. Well, listen, man, the children are supposed to be sleeping in the bed with you. They are. They're supposed to be sleeping in the bed with you to a certain age. Seriously. A lot later than most people think. You should have your kid in the bed with you to at least 3 years old. I see all these parents, and they're sticking their kids in the crib at 6 months. A year old, you know what I mean? They're already fucking the kids. You know what I mean? That's when you start, you know what I mean? You start, getting them used to it. I get it, you want to sleep in your own bed alone, you know what I mean? You want to, get booty, you know what I mean? That type of stuff, You don't want the kid in the room, but come on, man. Don't have kids if you don't want the fucking kid in your room, That's why these kids are fucked up, man. They're not getting any attention, man. I give these cats more attention than half these kids get. That's serious. That's the truth. It's sad. It's real sad. Fuck. This coffee cup's my favorite coffee cup. It's the only one that has a screw-on lid that actually works. Even though this thing gets funky sometimes. You gotta wash this out. You have to. It gets funky, like, on the inside, so I just run it. I literally just turn out, my hot water gets so hot, I just run it on the hot water for a minute, and it literally gets everything. Cleans it out. This is the only coffee cup I like, though. I'm starting next to actually I trust around my electronics and and my backpack and all that. And what's crazy is this fucking thing was given to me. I gotta order more. I'm gonna have to order a couple of them. And this was given to me too, but I don't like the cat. This is fine. This works fine. I just don't like the cat. The Coleman ones are definitely better than this Mana company. But I also haven't checked out their website. You know, they might have different ones. This might just be one of their tops, the designs that weren't that good, maybe. Because, the container's fine. The container's solid. It's aluminum metal steel, you know? Looks like it's aluminum. It's probably steel. But I gotta have a shitload of these, you know? I got to. Which, we're about to make coffee. Which, he brought that milk over last night, which I paid for myself. It's my milk. It was frozen. I put it in there last night, so I'm hoping it's still good. It should be. I can't believe I wasted a whole quart of milk the other day. Because Bill told me he was gonna drive me. Never drove me. I took off. I ended up being gone the whole day. I didn't take the thermos and put it in cold water or anything. Fucking the whole thermos, the whole thing, all the milk turned it curded. Which took me forever to clean out the thermos because it smelled like fucking rotten milk. Which we gotta eat soon. Which, stupid, I'm gonna be uploading 2 videos now because I accidentally hit the fucking stop button. Oh well. It's funny. So somebody messaged me that I mentioned before he messaged me. He didn't seem like he wanted too much to do with me when I messaged him. To see how he was doing. I think he was just busy. You know how people are. They're just so caught up in their own life that you know what I mean. They just don't respond. That's what it was. But he finally responded. And it's funny because people don't understand computers or analytics or how YouTube works, And he was like, he's like, don't quit on YouTube, And he obviously seen me doing YouTube. That's why he messaged me, I got a lot of people messaging me saying my stuff's going viral. Like, my stuff's on their page, you know what I mean? Like, everywhere they go, my face is popping up, on YouTube or Facebook. They're telling me that I'm getting... Facebook and YouTube, they're marketing me. You know what I mean? They see that people are clicking on my stuff, right, and actually watching it, right, and then they see that okay, all right, retro stuff. They're clicking on it, they're actually watching it. I'm getting subscriptions. For every 5 people that watch a video, 1 is subscribing, so they see that. And it's not even them that see it. It's the computer software they see it. So when YouTube first came out, they didn't have analytics. You know what I mean? They didn't have AI, technology. They didn't have programming and stuff that sits there. A program that sits there and gathers all the data from all these different YouTube channels that are famous. What did they do? They didn't have that. So people are always thinking, okay, I gotta get 1,000 subscribers to make it, to officially become a real YouTuber and, be a YouTuber. They think that, like it was back in the day, it would take 5 years to get 1,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? It's not like that no more. It's not. And the reason why is because the software, right, for instance, it sees, like I was just explaining, it sees that, I'm posting stuff. The software sees, okay, the click rate. All right, how many people are clicking on it? You know what I mean? How many people are watching it? All right, and then it breaks it down. How many people are subscribing per watch? Just because, they might actually push out a YouTube. They'll see somebody that's doing YouTube, right? Even though the people aren't watching their shows as much, right? They'll click on it. It's not grabbing their attention for, holding their attention, but it's grabbing their attention. They're getting, 100 clicks, but they're not watching it very long,
they'll push, they'll push it out for people to see, you know what I mean? And then they'll see if it grabs people's attention. If it doesn't hold their attention, the program will sit back a little bit and not market them. You get what I'm saying? If the program will see that, okay, these people are clicking on it, right? They're getting a lot of clicks and they're actually sitting there watching it. It's holding their attention and they're subscribing. What does the program do? It sends it out to more YouTube servers. Boom, 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 right? You gotta think there's a world, there's not just one computer, it's all around the world, right? It takes time for this stuff to trickle. It's like a little spider web, little interconnections, right? Imagine all the wires, all the houses, all the different connections, It's gotta go to each computer and get saved. So that's how the YouTube works. The YouTube software works, right? The networking topology works. So, it will send, okay, so YouTube, the program, the YouTubers, right? The YouTube company says, all right, this guy, this person, this woman, this team or whatever it is, this YouTube channel, they're getting a lot of subscriptions. They're getting a lot of views and they're holding people's attention, for every, the analytics say, like these guys, they're doing all right. They might be something. There might be something here, The YouTube program will send it out to more YouTube channels. More YouTube servers. And the YouTube servers will dish it out, to all the phones and stuff. So the more clicks, right, the more stuff, the more YouTube will push you out. See, before it wasn't like that. YouTube didn't, they didn't have the software to do that. So, it took a lot longer for people to go viral back then than it is now. And also, the reason why it's taken people so long to even get known these days is because no one's hashtagging. They use hashtags for a reason. When you use a hashtag, it gets automatically saved, a keyword, so if someone searches up that keyword, they can find it. When you don't use hashtags, right, and you're searching up keywords, you're forcing the server to work hard. You're forcing the computer to work hard, right? And therefore, if it's not hashtagged, the computer's got to break down all of these characters that aren't hashtagged. It's going to miss stuff. It's not going to give you everything that it is that you might be looking for. So therefore, start using hashtags if you're making YouTube or Facebook. Everything that I do is hashtagged for a reason because it gets saved on a wall and it's there forever. So even anything from 2 years ago that I posted, someone from Africa, if I write it in, some African language or, I write my posts in different languages, I translate things all the time. So therefore, those people in different countries, right, they see that word, they see my Facebook. These people aren't going viral. They're not getting contact with other around the world because they're not using other words. They're not using their head. They're not attacking different demographics. I'm attacking different demographics. I'm looking at different areas. Right now, I'm hitting up India. America is the number one world. It's the number one for phone use for Facebook to make money, become a millionaire. Facebook just now opened up into the second biggest economy. There's only the three biggest economies. You got China, India, and then it goes us. They just opened up to India. India is twice as big as us. Because India is not a communist country. That's why they open it up. They can regulate it, So India, people not realizing these next few years, we're going to have a lot of Indian influence. There's going to be a lot of India people coming into this country and out of this country as far as celebrities and knowing people and meeting new people. There's about to be a bunch of new people coming into the scene because of this. Just because of Facebook rolling out into the India society, into the India world, of India altogether, period. And because Facebook is, known, they can actually make money now. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And they're having issues. They're having issues with communication stuff. They're having issues with topology stuff. Their systems are crashing. The India infrastructure is there. It's there, but it's not up to date. They're sinking millions in, and where most of this money is coming from is China. India is getting most of their infrastructure, most of their money is coming from China, which is funny because China's borrowing it from everyone else. So they're sending in crews everywhere, into Africa, into India, all that stuff. But my stomach is hitting me. We gotta come back. I gotta come back to you guys. I gotta handle morning stuff. So eat, that type of stuff. Use the bathroom, get ready. So I'm awake, I'm alive. We're gonna be getting to this computer stuff very shortly. So that's what you all want to do. Y'all want to see that stuff, follow, subscribe, comment, come join me.